Washington Huskies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington, Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains, you can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. They're working that left side. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Nice play, and this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Marshall. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Great place to start for this offense. Trying to run, it's Washington. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Ready to go.
Williams. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. 4th down, Williams. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
Ready, go!
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Washington! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to get outside. It's Marshall. Not much doing there. Gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Underwood to throw. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Throwing, Underwood, bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown, Husky. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The run to the right. He's there to make the stop.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Fakes the grab on the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
He's got him this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Leaves it with the back. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Underwood. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop him. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have.
He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Brings him to the open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, you talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had, these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. That'll be enough to move the chains, and it'll also take us to the 2-minute timeout. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Throwing, Williams. Good timing on the quick out. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. That one came in hot and it's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams to the air again. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll try the left side. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage, now 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll ride the hot hand. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Man, that goes from I'm going to go make a play for my team, run this thing back, make something happen, to, dang it, I put it on the ground, and they got it, and they have great field position.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Ripping through the defense. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll run it here on third and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll start on the ground with Washington. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 5 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Crimson Tide in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, what a move. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Washington. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Husky. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Oh, he got loose. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. The tag. Touchdown, Michigan. They take the lead with the 6.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Williams to throw. Under fire. Trying to get away. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They're working that left side. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Takes it down to the 41-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to Washington again. Maybe some room here. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll run it to the right side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Pocket breaking down. Breaks loose. There he goes. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
To the air, it's Underwood. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Michigan! And now this top 25 team may be a little bit wobbly after that score.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Looking for blockers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires to the big fella. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play. And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with that. Williams. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Huskies! They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Huskies back on top.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Underwood from the gun on third down. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go.
Williams throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Williams will pass. Fires left. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Time is running short. They let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here. And the ball is free on the pitch. Touchdown, Huskies! And they turn it into a defensive score. They extend the